My name is Demi McCoy, also known as FreeLyric, and this piece is called Spiritual Vitality. I woke up from complacency one morning and literally watched my spirit jump outside of my bones, separating itself from this home of flesh so that it could roam on its own. And when I looked closer, I saw that it was out of breath, intoxicated with stress, suffocating from earthly nothings never meant to be inhaled through Adam-like nostrils. Could I have been responsible for robbing my soul of its necessity? Complexities of reality consuming me. I barely made any room to see past objects of temporary worth. I stunted the growth of my anorexic-like spirit by feeding it plates of overcooked prayers and washing it down with ice-cold gallons of "there's not enough time in a day," numbing it with prescription medications that read "I'll study the word tomorrow," and putting it to sleep with lullabies that cried, "if I don't go to church this week, it's okay." As if it were okay to have my spirit dwelling in this indolent temple where it did not wish to stay, weary from impassive practices, worn out from worship routines that never burned off any secular fat. In fact, I hadn't even equipped my spirit with the ammunition of confidence it needed to defend what it believed in on a daily basis. So no wonder it wanted to transfer places. No wonder it wanted to venture off to galaxies where God's answers grew on oak trees that stood on his promises, because in comparison, the things I had promised it were either placed on the back burner of my selfishness or wrapped up in the anxiety of being deaf to my calling. Because every time I hit brick walls in life, I kept falling into pits of doing what's easy, causing my empathy to leave me and apathy to precede me. Yet there I was, grieving over potential loss of the spirit that I needed to complete me. But it promised we would reconnect on the day that I ceased to let my mind take control but allow my intellect to follow the guidance of my heart. The day that I bundled my soul in divine bubble wrap, packaged it in the cardboard box of my desire, and FedExed my devotion to our Creator. The day that I tattooed scripture to the inner tubing of my windpipes, filled my lungs with holy gas just so I could breathe life onto others. The day that I stitched biblical verses into the inside of my eyelids so that I could worship in my sleep. The day that I laminated my hands just to stay true to the plan of letting go and letting God. The day that I incarnated myself into a modern day Abraham and became best friends with he who is in me rather than he who's in the world right now, because great is thy faithfulness. And thankfully, my spirit is revived through the persistency and consistency of this ability to follow the Trinity, finally having realized that we have to step out of our everyday realities in order to step into our spiritual vitality.